Okay, let me explain our project for Math 105. You'll see the project now posted inside the modules of our course. Here's the information. The project's going to be completed in multiple parts, so you have multiple due dates. Part 1 is to respond to this problem situation, and the concept here is about what's fair and having you think about things in the world that maybe mathematics can help us think about what is fair, what is equitable, right? And some of these things are not easy to figure out, and that maybe mathematics could help at least give us some perspective of our choices. So in the first one, it's a situation about a birthday party. And you're given some scenarios and you have to decide. You have 3 prompts to look at on the first part. Which person do you agree with and why? Support your conclusion with math evidence. What is fair in this situation, right? What would be fair considering the context of the problem? Make sure you have reasoning there. And then the third piece is an alternative financial arrangement. What else could be done to make this fair? In this third part, you could submit a response similar to someone else's because you worked on it with someone, you guys agreed on it. So for the first 2, that should be individual response. And the third one, I want you to collaborate with others and discuss and then propose an alternative arrangement, financial arrangement. So that's the first part, getting kind of warmed up of using math to think about equity. And then part 2 is broken into multiple parts. This one you're going to need to spend a little bit more time thinking about. So you want to give yourself a little bit of time to read, go through it, and then understand the situation. So there will be, in a couple of weeks, you'll be asked to submit a question that you have regarding this, or you will say, I totally understand all this, but it'll be a chance, there'll be an assignment. A part of the project is to submit questions you have regarding this project. But the overall task is to make sense of these numbers in this situation and then complete these tasks. Task 1, calculate how many people can be covered by this proposed program, which you can get from the information here. And then of course, reading this paragraph, you will learn what's called leakage and undercoverage. And you want to do the calculation for each of these scenarios, these options of trying to get money to poor people and trying to figure out what's a fair way of doing that. And then moving on out of all your options here, you decide which option is best. You outline some advantages and disadvantages. I want you again to discuss with peers, friends, adults, parents, somebody around this scenario and get some feedback and think about which option would be best, considering again some complex ideas like targeting efficiency, financial feasibility, logistics, and politics, right? This is a political decisions. And then you summarize that in one paragraph, one email to what we call the Minister of Social Development to make your recommendation. You're going to assume that person's intelligent, they're educated, but they're not stats people or math people. So you have to make sure your wording is good. And then there will be a class presentation or discussion group. And so you will make a 5-slide presentation outlining your work from the first 3 tasks, just 5 slides, whatever you can get on there. Okay, so that's project 1, broken up to multiple parts. So what you're going to end up seeing in the modules, you'll end up seeing, here's the information that I have here, and I'll put this video here with your first submission. When the due date is, you look at your calendar. That's just for part 1. And then I'll have another submission for your question about the project. And then you will, of course, then submit your 5-slide presentation, so that you cover all those other tasks. And so that will be the full project. You will be you will be asking me, can you work in partners? Yes, you can work up with one person. So this could be a partner project. And so we'll talk about that in class too.